YouTube, how y'all doing? We got ourselves white people versus accountability. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this video is about. I don't know, you know what I mean? From the description, looks like it's talking about Steve Crowder. Only thing I can think of is I know he went to that barber shop recently and said it's a bunch of dumb shit, but other than that, let's get to this video, man.
So recently, a white man, Steven Crowder, went to a black barbershop to discuss black fatigue and basically just portray why black people are the main problem in America. I'm so tired of these people, man. For one, this is what Charlie Kirk went around doing. He preached that black people were bad, you know, always bringing up 1350, which is false, by the way, just for him
to it's false, bro.
Turn around and get knocked off by another white man. I'm gonna be honest, I could not sit through and watch that
full hypocrisy
because it was pissing me off. For one, the black people in the barbershop clearly didn't know statistics. They didn't know numbers. They didn't really understand.
Wow. You know what I mean? You know, there's something about Charlie Kirk and a lot of these conservative debaters that go to these college campuses. They debate children. They debate kids. What the fuck is that noise? Oh, that's the train. Oh, my bad. But anyways, yeah, that's someone they debate people who don't really know what they're talking about. They debate people who don't have the knowledge to debate. You know what I mean?
Intellectually, what was going on. So he was just spewing false and negative stats, and they had no logical rebuttal for that. I did come across this one clip. We're going to watch it and break it down and just put this man to shame.
I'm just telling you the truth.
What they mad?
And they have the guns. They're mad because this thing. Here's why. Here's why. They go, look, I'm 12 times more likely to be killed by a black person than you are a white person.
That is the fattest fucking lie I've ever heard. This nigga is a fucking weirdo. This is the same guy who verbally abused his fucking wife, his pregnant wife. So, I don't even know why y'all are listening to this motherfucker and forgetting that this motherfucker is a piece of shit.
And you go,
I don't, like,
if you think that is true, you're a fucking idiot. So I'm on ChatGPT right now. And for one, I know I am very against AI, but I'm gonna have to be a hypocrite right now. ChatGPT is amazing at going through different sources and actually giving you factual and backed up information on statistics. So I said, are white people 12 times more likely to be killed by a black person than a white person killed?
I think AI is good for, like, you know, like, I don't think AI should be like a full replacement of things, of like people and people's jobs and stuff like that. I don't agree with all that. I agree with, like, AI is good for, like, boosting studies, boosting research. It shouldn't be like the sole propriety, like, you know, like, replacement. You know what I mean?
By a black person. So it says the claim is not
this is
accurate
stupid
and
as shit,
misleading.
Bro.
This statement typically
and we know this because white people are more likely to be killed by white people. Statistically, that's the statistics. I think it's 80% of white people who get murdered are murdered by who? White people. And the same thing with black people. Black on black crime exists. Hispanic on Hispanic crime exists. And they exist because a lot of black people, they listen to Steve Crowder, and the ones who believe on the shit that he says, they don't understand that the reason why, like you got to understand, you guys, like, keep in mind that a lot of, like, someone like me, I was raised by you know, I was mostly surrounded by black people. So a lot of the bad shit that I saw came mostly from black people. That doesn't mean that all black people are bad and that black people are the most dangerous, right? So some people just don't think in that context. They think like, oh, well, I only dealt with problems with black people, so black people are bad. Like, no.
Refers to interracial homicide statistics. Often citing.
And Steve Crowder has never grown up around black people. You can obviously tell that. The guy he grew up as a white kid, surrounded by other white kids in the suburbs. That's just what it is.
FBI crime data. However, these numbers are cherry-picked, taken out of context, and ignore population sizes, crime context, and broader societal factors. As you can see, 80 to 90% of white murder victims are killed by white offenders, and 85 to 90% of black murder victims are killed by black offenders. It says most violent crimes, including homicide, happen within racial groups. Interracial violent crime is relatively rare. Crime is driven by more socioeconomic factors like poverty, community disinvestment, or access to resources. And in simple terms, y'all, crime is proximity based. And then it says this kind of stat is often
that's just what it is, bro.
Promoted by white nationalists or extremist sources to stoke fear or promote racial stereotypes.
To scare people.
That's exactly what Charlie Kirk did, and that is exactly what Steven Crowder is doing.
Well, that doesn't count. They go, look, my dad's business.
And I, oh my gosh, I really hope, like, Like, this shit is insane, bro.
This got burned down.
Yeah. And where?
My city got burned down. I've been accused of being a racist.
All right, first off, all right. Sorry to keep pausing. He said my city got burnt down, my business got burned down, whatever, yada yada. He's basically trying to refer back to the George Floyd riot. And if you didn't know,
most of the riots weren't hostile. People think that a lot of them were hostile. They weren't. They really weren't. It was really only a few of them that were. And a lot of the times when you see the riots and you go back and you look at the videos, a lot of them are caused by white people. Like, a lot of it was actually, you see a lot more white people than you did black people. That's actually kind of weird. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Most of those riots were peaceful. Let's do the research. What percentage of George Floyd riots were violent? According to several studies, roughly 5 to 7% of protest events during George Floyd's Black Lives Matter movement involve violence, property damage, or other destructive activity. So you could probably count on one hand the amount of people that actually had damage done by these protests, bro. Like, I swear, man. Now, this is my thing. These white conservatives love to try to point the blame at every other person but them. Oh, it's the immigrants. Oh, it's the black people. No, it's y'all. How about y'all in front of your own porch?
The number one offender type is biological fathers.
So what people got to understand is that 77% of sex offense crimes are also committed by white people. So yeah, a lot of it,
by far, it is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men.
Hold on.
Okay.
Tim Tebow, I knew it was a reason I liked you back on the Florida Gators, man. All right, I'm sorry for pausing. Let's finish this video.
Many over half.
And there's people who legit listen to Steve Crowder and think that he's being relatable. Relatable to what? What does Steve Crowder relate to a black person when the guy is a multimillionaire? Are you fucking crazy?
Of them college graduates, many of them are educated, good jobs. This isn't just who we're thinking about. Like, they're technical savvy. And
not all white people are bad, you guys. Not all white people are bad. Not all white people are bad. But a lot of the people who are bad are white.
I think that it is time that we call them out. Like, that we can't stand by and stand back. Like, we have to stand up and say, not only are we not doing our job as men, it's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing.
White men, y'all in the hot seat. Let's bring up the statistics, cause it don't look good for y'all. So I said, what percentage do white men make up for what crimes in America? Now, for reference, y'all, white men make up 29% of America. Okay, so keep that number in your mind. So based off the FBI, what everybody loves to refer to, in 2022, adult arrests made for offenses were 69.1% white. In 2020, about 70%. And in 2024, they accounted for 62% of those. Man, that is crazy. But for my next question, I said, what percentage of white men are charged with child in America? So it said, according to the United States Sentencing Commission, 71.2% of individuals sentenced to federal child were white men. These people love to talk about everybody sweep under y'all own. Or
I said 77%. Oh, it's 70%. My bad. My bad, white people.
On y'all own porch. So my next question, what percentage of white men account for school shootings in America? It said,
you're not, most of these, that's how you know they be bullshitting, because a lot of these school shootings happen by white people, and y'all know it too. Stop it.
White men are significantly overrepresented among perpetrators.
Approximately 81% of shooters were white, 13% Native American, and 6% Latino? Damn.
Of school shooting in the United States. Approximately 81%.
Of course, black people don't shoot schools. Not saying that, there aren't black people that do that, but I'm just saying that, we joke about this shit all the time, you guys. Oh, the little white kid with the backpack, he gonna pull out a gun. He got a gun, you know what I mean? Like, black people make that joke because there's some truth to that shit, bro.
Of shooters were white. They only make up 29% of the population, y'all. And listen, I can guarantee you, bro, a black person, it's messed up to say this. In a general sense, we have more respect to a white person than we do a black person. Like, if you go to the hood, if you're walking down the street, a black man will greet a white man. But when it's another black person, he'll kind of stare him down, and it's hostility. It is extremely rare that you would just see a black man kill a white man for no reason, bro. That doesn't happen. So this whole thing of fearing black people is just nonsense. What y'all need to be fearing is the drugs. Like, white people since 2018 2018 have been, oh my, let's look at the numbers. I'm going to put all my sources down below, but it says total drug, you know what, by race and ethnicity. It goes all the way back to 2018, so let's get down to it. In 2018, 49,000 for white people, 9,000 for black. Whew, them numbers is crazy. In 2019, 50,000 for white, 10,000 for black. And
damn, 5 times more. That's crazy.
2020, 62,000 for white people and 15 for black. Man. In 2021, 70,000 for white people and 19 for black. And then in 2022, it started declining, 67,000 for white, 20,000 for black. And then for 2023, it went down again, 63, and then 21 for black. I can guarantee you, white person watching this video, we are not y'all biggest threat. The only way we're going to get ahead in America is if y'all stop pointing the finger. It's not immigrants, it's not black people, it's not gay people, it's not transgenders. If anyone is to be held accountable, it's white people. You know, y'all founded this damn country. You killed all the people that was here and established these rules. You said
colonizers. Yeah, white people are probably the most sinful people in just Earth history. That's just a fact. You know, colonizers, slavery. You know what I mean? Kings. You see what I mean?
Up everything. And like I stated, just look at the Epstein files, bro. You like, we're literally led by child abuse. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why white people fear black people, they see that the tides are changing, and they think that whenever black people get power, we're going to do the same thing that they did to us. That is why they're scared. That's all it is. And the thing about it, bro, as black people, man, I promise you, if the roles were reversed, we would just leave y'all alone. I promise you, man. We could care less about y'all. Not in a bad way, but you know what I'm saying? Whenever we
oh my gosh,
alone, you know,
Kitty, stop.
Y'all came and destroyed it. Like you just seen Steven Crowder going into a black barbershop. Leave us alone. We just seen with the black HBCU, they like, just leave us alone, bro. And then when we get up and try to defend
y'all. My cat's like pushing my mic. All right, my bad, y'all.
Ourselves is they're violent. See, you see, like it's so annoying. And if I'm being honest, bro, this is what the higher powers want. They try to convince the low class poor white man that, look, you're better than the black man. And
and there's also a lot of black people who think they're above other black people because they're Christians, because because I cleaned myself up. I got out of the hood. You know, so I'm better than the rest of these black people. You know what I mean? Your Brandon Tatums, your Candace Owens. You know what I mean?
When in actuality, it's the higher ups. It's all about money, bro. That is why I say
capitalism.
Capitalism. At the end of the day, racism took so long to end because it brought in so much money. Capitalism. No matter how much y'all try to disagree or knock it down, slavery built this goddamn country. If you give us 400 years of free labor,
immigrants. In general, just immigrants.
Bro, white people, y'all work for us for free and you don't gotta pay us? Nigga, you come on, bro. Stop playing. And look, I'm gonna be honest, bro. As black people, we do have our problems. But it's like I said, they keep trying to push the blame onto us.
Yes, they're exactly.
The white people with the white.
And it's funny because Steve Crowder and what's that other fucking guy's name? Charlie Kirk. They don't talk about white on white crime. They never talk about white people committing crimes. And when it is a white person, it's some extremist leftist transgender. Oh, wow. Really? Really? Every time? Really? These people totally aren't racist, white supremacist dickheads, bro. They're probably fucking.
They have
obviously
it, but
not.
It doesn't represent their whole group. The Indians, they have the scamming epidemic. That doesn't represent their whole group. But with black people, bro, all of our degenerates, that's all black people. The hoodlums, that's all black people.
And I bet you go to that Steve Crowder fucking video, it's a bunch of white people saying, black people never take accountability. Black people never take accountability. They never learn. Black people never learn. Do you know how crazy that fucking sounds, bro? They're generalizing all black people when you go to these fucking people. And these people like Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum, whatever the fuck that weirdo's name is. Bro, you go to their comment section, it's all white people. I guarantee you. I know it. Bro, come on. It's just they put this fear into people. You know what I mean?
I can guarantee you, if you go in public, talk to any black person, bro, it's far from that. I had jury duty the other day. My judge was black. My doctor is black. Like, bro, like, we are in some of the, like, come on, bro. The way they just portray us, and that is why I always say this. Whoever controls the media controls the narrative. Every day on the news, you see black on black crime. They rarely show white on white crime, and it happens at the same rate.
If not more. It's
a little percent off. But we know why the black on black crime is higher, bro. Come on now. You got all these people bunched up in this one area they poor. Come on, you know BS gonna happen, bro. It's an experiment. That's why it's called the projects. It's a project, my nigga. Like, come on, bruh. They do all this evil stuff, redline and drop drugs in the neighborhood, you know, and wonder why the black neighborhoods are effed up, bro. Y'all did this. Y'all set this up. And I can guarantee you, bro, if they really wanted to make a change, they could. They could, bro, but they don't want. They want to keep everything the way it is. They want you, the racist, low-class white people to be angry at the immigrants and the black people so it don't have them actually fighting at what's really the problem, which is the higher rich upper class.
Oligarchies run our country. Billionaires run our countries. It doesn't matter who you vote for, you're fucked either ways, because a lot of these politicians, they're paid off by billionaires to keep them wealthy and to keep us poor. They all view you as second-class Americans. They do not give a shit about you. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Okay? They're Democrat, Republican, they're all the same, and they're all in the Epstein files, bro. They're all in the Epstein files. You got Bill Clinton, you got Trump. They're in those fucking files. We know they are. Like, come on, you guys.
And that could be black people up there as well. That could be any other race, bro. That's why we gotta attack capitalism, man. But if you rock with me, man, and you a white person, bro, just try to hold your people accountable. If you see a black fatigue video on the internet, drop a comment and say, hey, don't generalize all black people. If you on Instagram and you see some
black
racist shit
fatigue
in the comments,
bullshit.
be like, hey, bro, that shit not cool. Like, that stuff goes a long way. But when you laugh at it or you even ignore it, it actually adds to the problem. And I get this comment all the time like, I'm racist, bro. I'm not racist at all, bro.
No, he's not racist, bro. He's just spitting facts.
2025, bro. Any year, you go on the internet, bro, black people are always the main target, man. Like, it's so frustrating. Like I said, that's why I take social media breaks. But online, being a black person is one of the most draining things ever, bro, to be honest. Everyone's generalizing and blaming you for something that degenerates do. But like I said, when you pull up these white statistics, bro, it's
they don't care. These Nick Fuentes, these Charlie Kirks, they do not care if you are a nigga or a black man. You are all the same to them. You are black, okay? You are a second-class American, okay? And that's just not just black people. That's just people in general, all races. They just target black people because black people have the most influential. They are. Like, black culture is the most influential culture in America, not probably in this entire world. And so all they can do is just be jealous, degrade, black culture. And I mean, there's bad parts of every culture. There's bad parts in white culture. There's rednecks, and you got the fucking the regular white man American. You get what I mean? Like,
even it's worse, actually. It's way worse. And just even going off a track record of white people, bro, they literally killed millions of people. Like, every place they went to killed the people, did you know what to the women. And it's like, but they try to push this violent thing off to us. But let me get back on track. I do not hate all white people, man. Tim Tebow, real one. If y'all need to do your research on John Brown. If I get his name wrong, I'm gonna correct it. But he was a white person during slavery that was going around like he would shoot first, ask questions later, man. He was probably the realest white nigga of all time, bro. I'm talking about standing on business shit. Like, he was an ally, and we got a lot of white allies, Don't hit me with that racist shit, bro. I'm just for my people. Nobody else for us. You got all these raccoons around here tap dancing to the white people for a check. Like, come on, bro. It just looks so disingenuous. Like, don't even, you shouldn't even respect them. If you go against your own kind like that, bro, it's just not a good look at the end of the day. But yeah, man, I had to give y'all a little ramble right.
Yeah, that's that conservative propaganda bullshit
at the end, bro. It's frustrating, man. I had to kind of get on here and voice my opinion. That's why I try to suggest, man, if you're a black person, you want to get into content, bro, just come on here and speak about it, bro. The more we do it, the better, because like I said, bro, like the climate and everything, they just try to make it seem like we're the bad ones. Hey, when you actually look into and do the research, bro, it's the complete opposite. It's like, damn, bro, we the low hanging fruit that everybody just pick at and get us. It's just because, bro, black has always been associated with negativity. White good, black negative. Black cat bad, white cat good.
And it's funny because there's black people that are gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, oh, he's a victim. He's a victim to his own race. He's a victim. White people are a victim to their own race too. So are Chinese and Hispanic. They all, bro, shut the fuck up, nigga. Stop with that bullshit.
Lightness. Black equals darkness. It's all, even just the name and the colors.
I'm in the middle of something, girl.
Negative connotation with being black. You know what I'm saying? And even the minorities, like an Asian person and the Indians, like, if you notice, they really don't care about being discriminated against by white people. As long as they better than black people, they cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them really want to be white. So that's my problem with other minorities. Not all of y'all, but like, y'all, if you Asian, you got an Asian friend that want to be white, and if you Indian, you got an Indian friend that want to be white. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like I said,
and there's an Indian friend that wants to be black too. It goes all around.
That's just how they did a society that white is good, black is bad. So, man, y'all, I done rambled on, bro. But look, I want y'all to go check out my video on my main channel. It's called Black on Black Crime. I broke it down. went into more statistics and everything. So go check that out, man.
Yeah.
I love y'all, man. And
all right, man. I'm gonna end it right there, y'all. But that was, white people versus accountability. Are there black people who don't take accountability? Yes, but it's not all black people. Stop doing that shit. And if you're one of those people who do that kind of shit, you're racist. And you're racist to your own kind if you're a black person doing it. So if you're one of those people and I'm looking at you, shut up. Shut up. You know what I mean? Here, get down, bro. But I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, a good night, man. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. Peace.